Won't let you bring me down, 'cause I know, don't want to think about... Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode 45 of Deadbeat Son with your host, Tré Lamb. That's me. That's going to be me. It is, today's Friday, June 2nd, 2023. You know, I know I keep saying the podcast comes out on Tuesdays, and it has not been. So, thanks for bearing with us. I might change the release day, or I might just stick to the schedule. Do things I say I'm going to do. That'd probably be good for me. That was, happy Pride Month, It's that going on. So, hey, congratulations. If you're gay, you got a month. So... you better do something, You got 1 month of being gay. You can do it the rest of the time too, but this is your time to shine if you're gonna do it. A lot of people have either asked or just assumed that I'm gay or a lesbian. They got names for different kinds of gay people, right? I've been called an otter. An otter. So, I guess that means I'm good in... they must know I'm good in water. I'm very fluid, not sexually, just like aquadynamic is what I'm trying to say. They got otters, they got bears, a lot of woodland creatures who are, who spend time in water. I guess that's where the gay stuff happens, is in the water probably. But, I'm an otter. Been called a twink too. That's, both in a inquisitive way and in a harsh way. They try to say. So whatever. I'm not, as far as I know. I lay with women. But this isn't about me. This is about gay people. Not this episode. I mean, this month. Anyway, thanks for being here. That was a Simple Plan earlier that you heard. Don't want to think about you, which was featured on the soundtrack for Scooby-Doo. Either Scooby-Doo or Scooby-Doo 2. One of those. Monster Island or Monsters Unleashed. That's a good movie. Early 2000s, right? Like 03, somewhere around there. Man, to be a teenager in like 2003, man, what a time, dude. I didn't get to, I was a young kid, but I feel like every teenager in 2003, they just wanted to be left alone. Every single one of them, just leave me alone. You don't get it. Leave me alone. Slam the door. Don't want to think about you. Think about me. I'm just a kid. It's all Simple Plan. I know other bands too, but that's all. Just leave me alone. You don't get it. I would have fit in so... I would have fit in so well. If I could go back in time and they're like, you need to fit in with teenagers in 2003, I'd be like, okay, well, first off, give me a roof to sit on. I'll be up there with my knees up to my chest, my arms wrapped around, and just pouting, looking at telephone poles and the wires. Maybe there's a pair of shoes hanging off, probably some Chucks I'll be wearing, and looking at a pair of Chucks hanging off that wire. And I'll just be up there, maybe, give me some baggy pants and a tank top, something like that, maybe a puka shell necklace, and just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Ugh. I would nail it, dude. Being a teenager now has got to be crazy, because you got to, you got to be an otter or a bear or, Something like that. 2003, man, had some good stuff. I was thinking about that time because that was, you know, because I recently just watched the early Jackass movies, and it's just a different time. People doing different stuff. The people thought different things about the world. Those Jackass movies we got to see those people go from boys to men to old men now, right? Because what they were must have been like in their 20s or something like that, in the originals, or maybe even earlier. But in the first couple movies, they were just doing, man, and it just really shows their age now. And they're still trying to do it. Like the Jackass 4 came out like a year ago or something, and it's just a bunch of 50-year-olds trying not to get hurt too bad, which was the whole point of the show earlier on. I feel like, right, dude? They changed so much. They really, really dialed it down, and I get it for safety reasons, but man. It's like, then just don't do it, because they used to be, I don't know, like having riot defense guns shot at them. You know what I mean? Like little lead pellets just like shot at them that are used for crowd control. They'd be standing in a gun range just letting people just pelt them with all this stuff, and now it's just like, now you're just watching them be 50. Like, they used to jump into water with sharks, and now it's just like going down a water slide. Steve-O's like the one. That's the biggest, difference there. He used to be so gnarly. He'd be like, "What's up? I'm Steve-O, and I painted my nutsack like a can of Mountain Dew. And we're going to have this goat chew on it. It's called Scroat Goat." Or he'd be like, "Aw, dude, what's up? This is Steve-O, and I'm going to put a fish hook through my mouth and jump in this ocean with sharks." And now it's like, "What's up? I'm Steve-O, and this is me getting groceries for the week." It's like, oh, I don't know. And then everyone else is like reacting the same though, like in the movies. "Oh, what? Oh, dude. Oh, are you okay? Oh no. What's up, dude? I'm Steve-O, and I've slipped in the shower." It's like, oh no. Sorry, that was gross. It used to be such crazy. "What's up, dude? I'm Steve-O, and I'm gonna take a bullet to the head." And now it's like, "What's up, dude? This is Steve-O, and I just made some tea before bedtime." Okay. Oh. Oh, wow. They're just doing different stuff, man. The only guy who, really, there's two guys who tried to stay original. Johnny Knoxville in the fourth movie did a stunt where he got like hit by a bull, and it gave him permanent brain damage. So, that's how they're doing. And then the other guy who's still kind of living that life is Bam. And everyone's like saying how they're all so worried about him. Oh no, Bam escaped from rehab and ran into the woods. It's like, well, yeah. Well, yeah, of course he did. Yeah, of course he did. Here's 10 hours of footage of you guys doing stuff just like that. And he's still, what did you think was going to happen? You think you do Jackass for what, like 20 years, and then y'all just like, well, that was great. Good job, everyone. Let's go get jobs, or let's go let's go sit at the park now that we've done that. No, dude, he's got that in him. He did some crazy stuff. That seemed like, when I heard the news about Bam, I thought he was just doing another stunt. you know, oh man, what's up? I'm Bam, and this is me escaping from a rehab and running into the woods. You're like, oh wow, okay, cool. Yeah, I'd rather watch that than watch Steve-O. This is me doing my taxes. Oh, I don't want that. I don't need that, dude. So that's Jackass, I guess. I don't know, man. What else was happening at that time? Freaky Friday was a big movie at that time. I was thinking about that movie and how, you just couldn't. If I Freaky Friday'd with someone, like, what if they, like, I was thinking about, what if they didn't want to go back? Like, if I switched bodies with, like, Michael B. Jordan and I woke up and I was him, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do, and then they're like, we gotta meet up at this tower at midnight and drink this freaking, we gotta drink this pomegranate juice when the clock strikes midnight, and our bodies will switch back. I'm like, I'm not showing up. I'm being Michael B. Jordan, baby. I'm not going back to this. Let him figure it out. Let him do the podcast and go do shows and try to figure that out. I'm good. I'm not switching back. Don't wanna grow up, I wanna get out. Hey, take me away. I wanna shout out, take me away. Lindsay Lohan, also kind of living that Jackass lifestyle. Her and Bam kind of are about that life, dude. That was a good song. Jamie Lee Curtis just kept shredding on the guitar, dude. If I switched with either Lindsay Lohan or Jamie Curtis, I'm staying. No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay here. I'm happy with where I'm at. Yeah. Realistically, though, if I didn't have a choice on who, if it just randomly switched you with someone, the odds are pretty good. You're gonna be a you're gonna wake up a Chinese person or an Indian person, and then you got a whole lot to figure out, and you're not switching back. There's no way. How are you gonna get in contact? How is my soul in this Chinese man's body going to track down a Chinese man in my body, I guess I could hit him up on Instagram, be like, yo, hey, we switched, and then he wouldn't know what I was saying because we don't speak the same language, so that'd be tough, and then, yeah, what if he didn't want it? What if I switch with, like, a prisoner as he's getting executed, and I just, like, wake up and I'm in a chair, I'm like, man, great. Well, that's just great. Oh, great. I woke up in a Chinese man's body as he's getting executed. Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Jamie Lee. I don't know. I'm just upset. I'm just kind of acting up here. But yeah, if I switch with Michael Jordan, I'm switching back. Anyway, I don't know, man. I had a good, back then I was a child. You ever, like, wonder what the people are up to that you went to school with? Because I don't keep up with all of them. I keep up with a few I'm really close with, like back in Canada. I got my buddy, Joey up there, and you could check out his art, Joey Bruce Art. He's one of them, but, like, there's not a lot. And I was thinking about it, I was thinking about the people that I wasn't really close with, but that I knew. And my curiosity was satiated when I saw, because I'm still friends with them on Facebook, because that's when it came out, and like in middle school, so everyone was doing it. So I'm still friends with a lot of them. And I see this notification come up, and it says Brock so-and-so is going live on Facebook. And I was like, I remember him, So I tune in. I want to see what he's up to, And it was like me and like 5 other people on this live. And we're watching. And he's holding the phone like down below. angled up, at his like chin and face, very flattering angle. And he's like smoking a cigarette standing outside. And he seems kind of nervous because he's just ripping that dart, And he's talking about how the police, he's like, these cops came by my house again last night, shining their lights through my window. This stuff's really pissing me off. Now, the thing about Brock is, he was the first guy that I had ever been involved in a transaction of illegal goods, right? So I'm like, 13 or 14, and my buddy, we'll call him Slink. My buddy Slink and I are, trying to meet up with him. So Slink messages him, is like, hey, we can get this stuff. And Brock goes, yep, just meet me, in this alleyway by the house. So Slink and I walk to this alleyway, and there's a car. Brock's in the passenger seat. He rolls down his window, and like smoke comes out of it, like a freaking cartoon, right? Like those big dudes who were twins in the movie The Cookout, which I don't think anyone's gonna get. But anyway, smoke came out the window, and there's he's in the passenger seat because none of us are old enough to drive, and he says, "Oh, this is my brother driving." And when he said that, I thought, wow, that's a bad role model. But I also thought, I wish I had an older brother that could drive me around to sell drugs. I never had that. And I kind of wish I did. But he, Slink goes, all right, here's the cash. Do you have the stuff? And Brock goes, yeah, right here. And he holds out his fist like so. And for those just listening, I'm holding my fist out in front of me as if I had just punched some drywall. So he's holding his fist out. Slink puts his hand, kind of cups his hand under Brock's fist, and Brock just drops loose marijuana into Slink's hand. And we're like, hey man, do you have a bag or something? And Brock goes, no. Okay. So Slink and I are walking back to his house, and he's just like walking back, cupping the weed in his hand, in his pocket, and we walk back like that, very sketched out. But we did, and I think we tried to smoke it out of an apple, and it didn't work. But okay, so back to Brock on Facebook Live. He's ripping the darts, complaining about the cops coming by his house again, and so he's like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna go see what's up. Go give him a piece of my mind, right? He finishes his cigarette. He walks into a building, which turns out to be a police station, right? So he walks up to the woman at the desk, and he tells her the very same. Man, these cops, why are y'all driving by my house again, shining lights through my windows? I'm sick of this shit. You got to make it stop. I want it to stop. And she goes, okay, all right, honey. Are you recording right now? He goes, yeah, I'm on Facebook Live. And she goes, can you put it away? And he says, no. I thought, man, that guy is cool. So she goes, all right, so what's the problem? And he's complaining. He goes, I'm tired of this shit. She goes, well, what's your name? What's your name, sweetheart? And he says, Brock something. And you hear like click, clack, tappity tap. She's putting in the keyboard. And then you hear she like picks up a phone and she goes, yeah, it's him. He's here right now. And then you hear like a bang, like a big metal door opening, and then just hear from the back like, get on the ground right now, put your hands up, get on the fucking ground. And Brock's like, oh shit, all right, oh shit. And then the video stops. And that's what he's up to. That was the last thing I saw. So, my friend, my old chum is doing just great. That's all I needed to see. That's all the update I needed from that whole city and that whole friend group, Wow, good to see. Great. Glad we're all doing well. Some people, they just don't change. Very Bam Margera of him, if you will. What's up, dude? I'm Steve-O, and this is turning myself in to the police. Um, so yeah. What's up? I'm Steve-O, and I just want to be left alone. So that's Brock, dude. I don't know, man. A lot of first times when we were kids, a lot of first times for everything, and it's nice to think back on how you felt when those first things happened. And I was reminded of this feeling when one time this woman I was seeing took me to a lookout, right? Where you just lookout's a place where you drive up to, you park your car, and you just you just look at shit. There's a lot of young adults hanging out there, maybe some older teens, but and they're making out. That's what you go to look out for. I pray God bless the guy that goes to a lookout with a woman and just looks, because you're getting some smooching on usually, right? With young adults with young adults, old teens with old teens, of course. So we're sitting there at this lookout, right? And there's a car probably 10 feet over to our left, parked, probably making out. Guy gets out of that car and starts walking over to us, and I'm thinking, jeez. Already I'm thinking, do I have to fight it? Do I have to fight this guy right now? Because that's kind of what you think as a guy who can't fight. You always think about if you're going to have to fight someone. And he walks up to the window, and he does a little thing like that. So I put my window down a little bit, and he goes, and he says, "Hey, sorry to interrupt you guys. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to marry the girl in that car over there." And he points back to the car he got out of. "I'm going to marry her." And I go, "Okay. All right, dude. Sounds good." And then the lady I was with says, "Oh, that's so cute. Well, good luck. Wish you the best," right? He goes, Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Have a good night." And he walks back. And so I look over to the car, and there's a woman in the passenger seat. She's got the visor down and the mirror and the light, and she's doing this. She's wiping her mouth and her chin as if there was something on it that she needed to get off. As if there was something on her, around her mouth and on her chin, that she needed to get off of her face. And I thought, man, I envied that dude, he just got, man, the way you feel after he just got his first blowjob. This dude just got his first beej, and he's loving life. Man, to feel that good about, just to feel that good about life and people. It's just all potential when you get your first beej. And seems like she did a good job too, based on the cleanup. I was also envious of that. I was like, wow, well, he can finish with a blowjob. Why can't I? So, God bless him, man. And dude, that'll do that. A good beej, that'll get you. That'll have you thinking. That'll have you hearing wedding bells. I bet. Absolutely. You're ready to marry. You're ready. I'm gonna start a family with this woman right here. Oh my God, she just did that. I'm gonna spend my life with this person. Just that excitement, just that excitement about getting your dick sucked, man. That's pretty cool. And I miss that, And then I looked over to my lady and I was like, "Are you seeing this?" She's like, "Yeah, oh yeah." I said, "Well, what do you think?" She goes, "That's good for them." Okay, well. So then we just sat there looking. What's up, dude? I'm Steve-O, and I just blew a guy. I don't know, man. Yeah, dude. Last episode, hey, thanks for watching the last one. It was a pretty wild one, but Colin's a great guy. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys who like says crazy stuff, and is just such a sweetheart. You know, just such a sweet guy, and you love that. I love that. Yeah, I remember I used to be so, you know, when you're that age, when you're young and like, you know, you just getting used to your body and stuff. Like, I didn't realize that I'd made a decision at such a young age that would impact my entire life. Like, and that being which side of my pants that my pant, my phallus sat in. You know what I mean? If your dick, well, usually it sits to the left of my pants, and it has my whole life. As long as it's been in pants, it's gone to the left. Now, I've put it to the right a couple times, put it on the right side. If you switch sides, guys might know this. It threw my whole day off. I feel like I'm moving backwards in time when it's to the right of me. It's like I can't even do math. It just, everything is different. It's like seeing the world in different tinted glasses. I don't know, man, but it's just such a small, not small, above average size difference has such a profound effect, you know? I don't know. I need to figure that out, but you know, yeah, I don't know, man. People, like, I was thinking about privileges too, because I'm kind of tired of hearing about all the privilege I have as a straight white male. And I was thinking about other privileges too that other people have too. Let's put the heat on someone else for a little while. You know, everyone's telling me how much privilege I have. Well, I don't see it. But you know who's got some privileges? Women. And I'll tell you about it. Because, like, they can do things that we can't do, right? Like a woman could go to the bar or a club with her friend, with her, like, girlfriend or something like that. And I've heard of this, and I've even seen it. They'll start kissing each other, start making out with each other. And they do it, you know, they're having fun, maybe they're drunk, but they also do it to like attract guys, to like get attention from dudes, right? Very sneaky stuff. So they'll be there and they'll position themselves well and they'll be like, meh, 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 meh. But if I'm standing at the bar with my roommate Colin and, you know, I see a girl that I'm into, I see a woman that I'm into, and I go, oh shit, there she is. Come here. It doesn't work the same. They're not attracted to that. And I think it's because they're homophobic. But I digress. Another thing they can do is if they use a phrase or a term that is typically used by guys, it's like an empowering thing for them, right? It's kind of like a, yeah, I did it too. Yeah, well, we use that too. You know what I mean? Like I once heard a woman talk about, I once heard a woman say she got head. She's like, yeah, I got head. This guy gave me head. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll give you that, you know? Or, oh yeah, the guy blew me. Like, all right. But it doesn't work the other way around. And I know that because one time a buddy of mine, I asked him, I was like, so what happened with that girl last night? And he said, oh, dude, it was great. She ate me out. I was like, oh, what? Ew, dude. Ugh. The hell does that mean, you know? I don't even want to picture that. What the hell? And it just kind of, you know, made the conversation weird. But then there was a girl coming, so we had to start making out. But, you know, it's true, though. You can't say the same stuff. It doesn't work the other way. If guys say things that typically women say, It doesn't really work, but they can do it. So fine, whatever. Happy Pride, I guess. That's gonna do it for today. This has been fun. I think we had fun. Did some impressions. Got a little Steve-O. Told you some personal stuff, and whatever. Just leave me alone, dude. If you're watching this the day it came out, then come see me headline the Ogden Wise Guys Comedy Club tonight and tomorrow night. You can still get tickets, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So come see me. Check out the website for merch and to get tickets for live shows, TréLamb.com for that. You can email the podcast at deadbeatsonpodcast@gmail.com. And just look out for dates. Check out the clips, all that good stuff. Share the podcast with your friends, and we're gonna make this. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.